And on to question 4, which is basically a trigonometry question. The diagram shows the graph of y is equal to a sine bx plus c, for which x is between 0 and 2 pi. The first part asks us to find the values of a, b, and c. A, in this case, is the amplitude of the wave. Here the answer would not be 9, but in fact 6, since the wave does start from 3 and not 0, or the origin. B is the number of oscillations, or the number of waves between the 0 and the 2 pi, or 360, and in this case it is 2. If you want to find the period that is the one wave, it would be 360 divided by b. In this case b is 2, so it's 180, or in other words pi, because we are using radians in this question. And c is just the x-axis shift. Instead of it, the x-axis being at the y is equal to 0, it's at y is equal to 3. And that's really much it for this question. Anyways, how to change radians in your calculator: shift mode, and 4 will give you rads, and that is only for my type of calculator. I'm not really sure for the others, but I'm pretty sure you can find it. Anyways, for the whole answer is literally just y is equal to 6 sine 2x plus 3. Total of 3 marks. Boom. Done. And now for the second part of the question, it's asking us to find the smallest value of x in the intervals x is between 0 and 2 pi, for which y is equal to 0. And like I said, I usually write down what is given to us and what we need to find. So what you're going to do is just what you got in part I, you're going to equal it to 0, and then you're going to solve for x. So 6 sine plus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. But before that, I want to tell you guys something about this table. A, S, T, C, you can remember as all science teachers are cool. A is just the value that you get. If you want, S stands for sine, and if you want sine positive, you're going to do 180 minus A. Tan, where it's positive in this area, so it's 180 plus A. And C, or cosine, is positive on this side of the table, so you just do 360 minus A. Anyway, so yeah, let's get to the question. So 6 sine 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Move the 3 to the other side, becomes negative 3. You're going to divide that by 6, it's going to be negative half. Then you're going to move the sign to the other side. You're going to work on 2x first. So you're not going to divide right away by 2. So you're going to move the sign to the other side. So the sine inverse of negative half, and then just pop that up in your calculator. And that equals negative 1 over 6 pi. Remember, we are working in radians. Now, we want to change that to where S is positive, so basically 180 minus A, or 180 minus what you just got right now. And you're going to do that before dividing the negative 1 over 6 pi by 2. So basically, again, instead of using 180, you're going to use pi, because again, radians. So pi minus negative 1 over 6 pi gives you, well, if you pop in your calculator, it gives you 7 over 6 pi. And then you'll divide that by 2, and it will give you 7 over 12 pi, and that is your final answer. And yeah, that's it, because then you have to make sure, of course, x is between 0 and 2 pi. You can't have it negative, because it literally says in the questions it can't be less than 0. So yeah, and that is it, you guys. We are done. We are done. We are done. Yeah. 3 marks. Boom.